Hey guys, it's the man here, and welcome back to another video. So no, we just watched the Bethesda E3 video showcase thing, and by we, I mean my friend Noah, and he is here with me. Say hi.
How's it going, guys?
So we're doing a dual commentary, and this is going to be solely on Fallout 4. We are so into Fallout 4. We are huge fans of it, and watching this just made us like fanboy, and it was amazing.
We literally screamed at the top of our lungs.
Yeah.
Ran into his living room and
we just screamed.
Yeah. That's pretty much
So,
all that was.
I have a pretty big list for Fallout 4, so I like I said, I am going to be doing more videos of this once we get more info. And this is it. So here's what we got. So I do have paper, so if you do hear it, I apologize. But the first thing that we saw was the nukes fell. Okay, so you know how the nukes fell, right? Well, I kind of called this in the beginning. You actually start out the game before the bombs fell. It's right on the brink of when the bombs are about to fall. And I called that. I remember I thought that would be a cool way to start the game. And that ended up happening. So what are your thoughts on that?
I find it really cool. I also liked how, if you guys did watch E3, or if you didn't, you'll learn here, they used the house that the dog went into for the beginning.
Yeah,
and I found that really cool, how, they showed the past house, and then when he goes back to it.
Yeah, the trailer, if you haven't seen the Fallout 4 trailer, which most of you probably have, the house that the dog walks into is the same house that is used it's the same house that you start the game with. So that's pretty cool. And one other thing that I do like, now that we're going down the list here, is that your character can now talk. You can actually hear his voice. And there's a whole new speech interface, and you can leave the dialogue whenever you want, and you can shoot the person if you want to. You can just leave or whatever.
And a lot of people were really concerned about this, but I think the way that Bethesda pulled it off, they really did it. A lot of people were concerned about the talking Mortar, and some people had some really big concerns because in Fallout they had never talked before. You were always silent. You'd see your text and you'd be like, oh, that's what I'm saying, but no, there's actually dialogue for certain things.
So we do have more stuff. We have a whole huge piece of paper that we have. The special system is back, which is pretty cool. Nothing really has really changed with that.
There is one thing that changes. When you're picking it, you start out with a higher number, but all the stats are set down to 1.
Yeah, it doesn't start at 5, and you can just screw around and stuff like that. So I am gonna hint at the beginning of the game if you have not seen the Bethesda press conference. But whenever the alarm starts to go off for the nukes, you do run to the vault, and you're standing on the vault, and all of a sudden the bombs fall, and you do live. But whenever you come out, you're the sole survivor of Vault 111. I'm guessing that means you're the only survivor. I don't know if that's the way they put it, but you are the only survivor, so that's also another thing.
And he has a question written down, and it's, how does the protagonist survive 200 years?
Yeah, it talks about him rising out of the vault at 200 years later. How does he survive for that long?
We were hinting at it was cryogenic sleep, but another way it could be is I was kind of thinking when he comes out, it is the future, so they could have some special type of thing injected into them.
Oh yeah.
Because I have played a game where these people were called. It was Rage, and it was made by Bethesda, and it's a great game. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. They inject them with nanomachines, and they live longer.
So the dog is the cutest part. You can now give commands to the dog to go grab things or go certain places, and that's just one cool thing that I like. I mean, they're adding they added a lot of new things, and I will get more into that when we go down the list.
The next thing on the list is, this is what really intrigued me. Bats is back,
which is no surprise.
But there's a little tweak to it. Unlike in the previous games where it would completely stop time, it puts it into slow motion.
Really slow motion. If you're killing a mole rat and you want to do a headshot, it's slowly moving towards either you or somebody else.
We don't have this written down, but there was actually a lot of new, different levels of raiders.
Oh yeah.
There was.
I remember seeing Raider Scum.
There was a Raider Veteran, but they actually made a completely new interface for the mole rat. like the character model is not the same as it was.
And the health bar is now on top of the screen instead of on the bottom, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I already did mention speech interface, which is pretty cool. You can now talk. Whenever you get your Pip-Boy, one thing I found awesome is that you can find tapes in the world that actually have games on them. Like, I know one of them looked like Donkey Kong, but I don't even know if it, like, was the same, like, idea.
It was a recreation of Donkey Kong. And then another was, like, the game called, I think it's called Meteors, and, like, you're trying to shoot meteors and stop it from hitting your little cities on the ground.
One thing I'm definitely looking forward to is the Fallout 4 Collector's Edition, and they did mention this. If you do order the Fallout 4 Collector's Edition, you get an actual, like, Pip-Boy. Like, you know, it doesn't come like a screen and everything, but it comes with like the model, and what you can do is you can take your iPhone, or I don't know if it's Android too, but you can take your iPhone and you can put it like in this little pocket, and like your phone is the screen. Like, you can like interact with it, like there's an app you can buy and you can put it in your Pip-Boy, and I think it'd be like a really cool thing for a Halloween costume.
And one thing that I found really neat about the Pip-Boy is it stands on a thing, but like it almost looks like you can put your arm to it. Like, my one question would be is like, are they going to make it to where you can pull off the stand and like latch it onto your arm?
Yeah. I am getting that, by the way, just because, you know, that's awesome.
There is a new app coming to iPhone and Android called Fallout Shelter. It's kind of like a game where you let people in. You make your own vault, and you let people into the vault.
And you can, like, expand it, make different rooms. You can level up people. And, yeah, you can, like, give them weapons and clothes and send them out on stuff. The app is completely free. It's available right now, and I'm going to get it if I don't already have it. I mean, I'm trying to get it right now as I make this commentary. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, you can, like, create new characters. You can make babies, and you can get lunch boxes that like give you rewards and stuff like that, and that's really cool.
And a new feature that they are bringing to Fallout 4 is rebuild structures. You can scrap materials and make stuff like houses and all that. And what this is going to do is this is going to like allow you to have your own freedom with the game. You're going to be able to make your own settlement, and as that expands, he said like merchants could come, which he said that they can possibly bear the best items in the game, and with that, I think it's going to be really cool. You can make power sources, turrets, a bunch of different traps, and like your settlement will get attacked. What do you have to say about this?
I'm really excited for the rebuilding structure stuff, because if you don't want to focus on just the story, you can make your own stuff. Like, you can make an entirely new house, and with the power generators, you can make your own like little I don't know, like you can make like these light kind of things, and you can make whatever you want, and like you can get a terminal to program it. And it's just really cool. Like, I'm probably doing a really bad job at explaining this, but it's just really cool that you can make so many different things. And with customizing, you can now customize multiple weapons. Like, you have your base weapons like a laser pistol or a 9mm, and then you can combine that with like different modifications, and you can make something completely different from that. So what are your thoughts on that?
One thing that I saw, and this is like before I put my thoughts on it, they were actually talking about they were showing this, and like they made like a focused sniping laser rifle.
Yeah.
That started off from a laser pistol.
Yeah, like you can make something completely different. Like, they started off with a regular wooden bat, and they ended up making like a chainsaw aluminum bat. Like, the possibilities are endless with it.
I think that's going to be really cool, considering that's just going to give the game a lot more edge. Like,
yeah,
make something completely out of the blue, and like it's really good.
And like, to put the icing on the cake, you can modify power armor too. Like, you can make, I don't know like what exactly you can do with power armor, but you can modify it to do so many cool things. And I think that's really awesome that they're adding in all these custom abilities, and you can really become yourself and like play the way you want to play and just do whatever you want. It's definitely a huge step up from Fallout 3.
And one thing that I saw going back a bit, on the Pip-Boy, there's actually a new interface for that.
Oh yeah, there is a new interface.
It doesn't have like your little like red buttons at the bottom where like you would hit R1 or Was it R2?
I don't know.
I think it was R1.
Or
You would hit it, and it would go to the next category.
You no longer have 3 groups. You don't have like your stats and
you have your like stats, your inventory, and it's all on one little like interface area.
But now it's like separated more, and it's more diverse, and you can have different categories. So they're adding like a lot of new things into this game that I am really looking forward to. And one thing that they are bringing back is the Fat Man. I don't know. Everyone loves the Fat Man. Like, you just can't help but like blow something up in the game with the Fat Man.
And going back to the power armor, I did see where there's possibly a jetpack.
A jetpack?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
He was like, he went up and like with a jetpack.
Oh, jetpacks. Sweet.
And like he was carrying, like it gives you a new interface when you have the armor on as well.
It's definitely really cool.
Yeah.
And the final one of the final things I have on here is everything. Everything about Fallout 4 is just amazing. I definitely think Bethesda rocked their first E3 conference. And to top it all off, it comes out this year. That's right, you heard it. It comes out 2015, November 10th, 2015. And what are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to be pumped for that. And one thing is, I think if they stepped up this much with Fallout 4 just coming from Fallout New Vegas, where they did a little bit more than Fallout 3, I think Fallout 5 or whatever the next one's going to be is going to be like it's going to like, here's Fallout 4. I'm doing hand gestures like, and then like here's
like
gonna be the next
something
Fallout
beyond that.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited for this. I think it's going to be an awesome game. I'm definitely going to be doing tons of videos on this. But November 10th, 2015 is the day that like people disappear and hide into their homes for like days playing the game. I know for a fact I'm gonna be broke.
I know I'll be.
I'm going to be broke because Black Ops 3, I'm getting that, probably the collector's edition or whatever the special edition is. I'm getting the Fallout 4 edition. I'm just really pumped for all this. I'm gonna spend so much time making videos, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy that. So, any final things to say to the audience?
I think we like it. I think all of you are going to like it.
And if you haven't seen E3 or you haven't seen Bethesda's conference or you haven't seen, you need to go check it out. It's definitely worth checking out.
You can find it on YouTube. So if you really haven't watched that, and you're into games that Bethesda makes,
I mean, it's just any game that you're into. Like E3 is definitely a fun experience. You can you see all these games that come out, and it's definitely a great way to get involved with your games and stuff like that. So yeah,
and they did release a lot of cool things, like just naming off games that they're helping with, or like it's just them. Doom,
Battlecry, Dishonored
number 2.
Dishonored number 2. Yeah, there's Dishonored 2.
Which is actually going to take place in a completely different city for any Dishonored fans out there. And then you have
like an
Elder Scrolls Online. And
a new card game
for Elder Scrolls.
It's called Elder Scrolls Legends, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope that you're as hyped as us for Fallout 4. Once we heard the release date, we were just screaming because we didn't think it was going to be this long of a wait.
I thought it was going to come out next year.
I thought it was going to be like maybe summer 2016, but no, this year, November. I'm excited. So if you did enjoy this video and you do want to have more E3 coverage, don't worry. I am going to be watching all of E3, and I will get more videos out for you guys. So yeah, it's DanTehMan.
And it's Noah.
And we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.